It's time for Loki Season 2 Episode 4. A lot of crazy teases about this one, man. A lot of people talking about it on social media. It's going to be crazy, guys. I'm excited. I'm excited to check it out with you guys. Unfortunately, I am a little bit under the weather. Sorry for the raspy voice and perhaps maybe a little bit of a lack of energy as well. Yeah, but we soldier on. You know what I mean? We soldier on. This is an episode where I don't think it's a skippable one. I need to watch this one with you guys. We need to react to it together because I think it's going to be absolutely crazy. Yeah, which is so weird because, like, I took yesterday off, right? I took yesterday off to catch up on some other work, and I had a good bit of work, you know, throughout the day. But I was feeling good. You know, I went to the gym. I was feeling good. And I woke up this morning, and I was like, so I don't know. Just is what it is. I feel better than I sound, unfortunately. I canceled Disney Plus, but I'll see if it uploaded to via a very legal site. Sounds good. Yo, FBI, we got him. We got him. Last minute predictions. Well, I can't really do last minute predictions because I kind of know everything that's gonna happen in the episode. So I don't wanna give any predictions. All I will say is I'm incredibly excited not only to see how all of this goes down, because I haven't seen it, right? I've just heard what happens. I want to see the execution of it. But what I'm really excited about is I want to see how all of you guys react to it and what do we think about this and where do we go from now or from here. You know, I think that's kind of the big question, and I'm excited to see it for myself and do some videos about it because yeah, I think it's going to be like one of those, okay, you know, what the, you know, kind of a situation. So yeah, I'm kind of excited. Also, touch the mic if we see a crazy cameo in this episode. I'm not going to do that, either way. So I'm not going to do that. But, I will say there's been a lot of just cool, exciting Marvel stuff kind of bubbling up. I don't know if you guys have seen some of the news, some of the rumors. Also, where's the chat? Why isn't the chat on the screen? Anybody else notice that? What the frick? Chat box, right? Am I crazy? Did I break it? Okay. Well, maybe I broke it or something. I don't really know. But regardless of all that, man, oh man, there's some really fun stuff coming out about Marvel right now. Some stuff that we're going to break down in a big stream tomorrow. I hope I'm feeling a little bit better tomorrow, man. I don't want to... is the hair crazy? I'm sorry if it is. I don't want to have to call it early tomorrow. You know what I mean? We'll soldier through, but I might not be able to do a big, long stream tomorrow depending on how sick I am. And we're supposed to do a freaking a Diamond Lounge stream tonight. So I gotta have a couple smokes, have a couple drinks with y'all tomorrow. So look, we should still be able to do that. I think I'll be feeling much better tomorrow, to be honest with you. I got, you know, I tried to get a little bit of rest today. You know, I had some stuff to do. I took a lot of vitamin C and all that, so we should still be able to do the Diamond Lounge. I know. I don't really want to push it back, though. You know, I'd love to have a couple. Plus, next week I'm out of town. I'm leaving Friday night to go play some Warhammer with the boys. So I'm excited. Thank you, Moosty. Appreciate you. Let me ask you guys, just in general, where's your hype level at for this episode? Because, I mean, I think a lot of people have kind of been teasing out that this is going to be a really crazy one. I haven't really seen too much from Disney themselves as far as like promotion or advertising for it, but I would assume they're out there talking about how it's going to be a pretty crazy one. So PS5, I'm really not feeling the PS5, man. Got me on the TV. Holy crap. Yeah, I'm at a nice 9 out of 10. a nice 9 out of 10 for the hype for myself. So I'm pretty excited. Very happy to see Loki. Nice. Nice. When I take the blinker, I'll go up to 9. Josh, did you buy them 2 flyers from Forge World with that PS5 money? No, I haven't bought anything with it, to be honest. I have to, that's another thing. I'm behind because next week we're meeting up to play a bunch of Warhammer. I've got to build some more models and paint some stuff up. But I've just been so busy, and then today I was just so exhausted and not feeling good, so I didn't really do it. But I don't know. I saw a thing, actually, and this is going to sound so silly, but you guys know WETA, right? WETA, they do the special effects. They did all the Lord of the Rings movies with Peter Jackson. I don't know if it's a Peter Jackson company or if he's actually involved in it, but you know WETA, right? No? Anybody? Bueller? Missed last week watch party because I was on vacation. Watched it last night with the watch line. Poor Larold. I know. Larold, I'm sorry. I unbanned you. Got a job interview tomorrow. That's sick, dude. Good for you. Yeah, WETA. Yeah. So they're doing a collaboration with Games Workshop, actually. And, yeah, I'm into MTG, for sure. So they're doing this collaboration with Games Workshop, and I think they're going to be doing some 1/6 scale like models. Okay, they're not action figures. They're not dolls. So, I mean, if they're what I think they are, oh, Meister got COVID right now. Damn, dog. Well, rest up, brother. Rest up. Yeah, they made Sauron's mace. Yeah, they've made a bunch of cool stuff. That, you know, some of it's merchandising now. They do like these limited drops or whatever, right? So, yeah, dude, if they do, because I was like looking at, they did a little teaser announcement today. If they do like the Lion, if they have like Lionel Johnson, I'm gonna have to drop like whatever it is, $400 or $500 on that, because that is just WETA making a 1/6 scale of a Primarch. Like, let's go. Joey Ebb says, for some hot tea and honey with that rasp, my dude. Yeah, thanks, man. It comes and goes. Boromir's sword is like 10 grand from WETA. Oh my god, I'm not trying to drop a stack. Holy shit. You can buy that from them? Like, seriously? But that's the actual prop, right? I don't know if that's the same thing as what I'm talking about. I think they're making some models or whatever. Stay lit, bro. You're the best YouTuber. Hey, thanks, man. I appreciate it. I'm trying to do what I can. Devin says, I'm sure you saw the timeline I posted in the tab, but I do recommend the book. It's TVA and Loki related for sure. Yeah, I have that. I went out and got that book on either Monday or Tuesday, and I've been reading through it. There's some cool stuff in there that, like, I was like, I could potentially make a video about it, but I got to finish it, and yeah, it's cool. It's cool. That stack of High Society right there, it is. How's the little guy? He's good, man. He's good. We went on a big walk today with everybody. He was loving it. I got to hang out with him a little bit while I was resting and stuff. So, made from hand forged high carbon steel. That's wild, bro. They're fully usinal remakes of the original. I don't know what that means. I mean, it sounds dope though. How's the dogs? Dogs are good, man. Dogs are good. They're chilling. You know, Leia's like super wild, but to her credit, she's really good with Liam. So she's like really gentle with him, and she totally gets it with him, which is crazy. So her one big redeeming quality. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's pretty sweet. What are y'all dressing up on for? I mean, you'll have to see, man. I think a lot of the stuff's here, but I don't think any of the stuff for me is here yet. So I gotta wait for my stuff to get here. But then yeah, we'll do like, I don't know, maybe we'll bring everybody on stream or whatever, and show you. But yeah, I'm excited. It's a good family costume setup for sure. Blood Angels all the way. Just finished painting up my Dante 3 days ago. That's sick, man. That's cool. Dante's awesome. I like the Blood Angels a lot. The Blood Angels were almost gonna be the army I built, but then Lionel Johnson returned. So Lionel Johnson returned, and mate, look, Sanguinius might eventually return. And if that happens, I'm probably going to have to build a little bit of a Blood Angel army myself. Josh, today is my son's birthday. He wants a happy birthday shout out from you. He turned 7. His name is Colton. Nerd Avengers for life. Well, happy birthday to you, Colton. 7 years young or old, depending on how you look at it. But happy birthday to you, man. Hope you had a good birthday. Hope it was chill. Are you going to be watching Loki, or is this too late for your... Are you going to bed soon? Is it your bedtime? I don't really know, man. But you got a super cool dad. That's all I know. So happy birthday. Happy birthday. Let's roll. Will you be buying Fulgrim Demon Prince Primarch? Pretty wicked looking model. I mean, it looks cool, but I mean, I don't really play Chaos, and it's a heresy model as well, is it not? I haven't really got to that place yet where I'm buying, building, and painting just for display. Like, I usually only get stuff that I can also play with. Rosie says, haven't had gummies in 3 weeks because of the job search. It sucks. Miss it for the watch parties. The Ahsoka watch parties were fun. Dude, the Ahsoka watch parties were legendary, man. I had a blast covering Ahsoka. I've been thinking about doing like a in defense of Ahsoka video where I'm like, you know, and I like kind of talk about, you know, Ahsoka, because I get it, you know, in hindsight now, a couple of weeks removed, I get that it wasn't the show it maybe should have been to like bring everybody into it, but I genuinely love that show. And I really love a lot of the stuff they set up in the direction, and I had a great time covering it. You know what I mean? It was really fun. Yeah, it could be fun to make for sure. In defense of Andor, oh god. I saw a video pop up where somebody did like an 1.5 hour long video talking about the brilliance of Andor. And like if I ever really, really run out of content, maybe I would react to that on stream or something. But like, oh my god. Oh my god, bro. Like, can you imagine? Dude, there was a comic the other day. I think it's a book by an artist named... I could be mixing this up. Maybe it's by this guy named Jock, who I think did the Witches book with Scott Snyder back in the day. But regardless, I was listening to somebody talk about this book, and they were like selling it. And a major selling point of the actual comic book is that it's a lot like Andor. And I was immediately like, I'm out. I'm out. Like, I don't know what level of petty that is, but that's where I'm at. Where I'm like, oh, this seems awesome. So, wait, what? Andor? No, thank you. Don't put it on my pool list. I'm good. What time is it? It's 8:44. We have 16 minutes. 16 minutes till this Loki shit drops. Man, it's just a tough one because I really don't want to say anything to give anything away for the episode, but I do think it's going to be pretty wild. Yeah, that's it. I don't know. I just don't think there's anything I can do or say about it. Elijah says, looking in hindsight, what was the point of Sabine's weird rock and roll character intro? She got stabbed in the next episode and then was serious to the end. Yeah, I didn't like that intro, to be honest. What was the point? I don't know, man. I mean, the whole point of the beginning parts of the episode are to sort of show you where those characters are at. And yeah, I think that at the end of the day, I just would have done it differently. You know, especially those first 3. I would have done it differently. I would have got into the more epicness of everything that was going on much faster. And I probably would have cut out a lot, not necessarily of the character stuff, but like I would just take us to that tension. Like the tension itself is kind of useful in some of the scenes, but like getting there and setting it up felt so tedious. So yeah, I probably would have changed it up a little bit like that. Did you see KK is given full control to Sean Levy for a Star Wars movie? Your thoughts? Bro, man. Here's what I'll say. I don't think that Sean Levy movie is happening. I was told a while ago that not to expect the Sean Levy thing, which sucks because I actually like Sean Levy a lot. And I'm like, oh, that would be really, really cool. I think what you're seeing right now is Like when Sean said basically in an interview recently where he said, we're not even as close or we're further. I forget the way he worded it, but they asked him like, how far along are you with your Star Wars movie? And he's like, not as much as I would want. I think that's sort of coded speak for like, that shit ain't going to happen. You know? Again, I'd love to be wrong. I mean, if Levy does what I think he's going to do with Deadpool, because he's got a, like, it's crazy what they're doing with Deadpool, right? It's big. So if he does what he does with Deadpool and it's successful, I would assume Marvel would want to grab him up for more. And yeah, depending on what's going on with Star Wars, I mean, there's so much uncertainty with Star Wars. I know for now we're expecting these movies, and you know, there's all these talks and conversations. I mean, I just don't know, guys. If Kathy goes and somebody else comes in, I could see this new person wanting to do new things and not do the stuff that like Kathy wanted to do. So to me personally, I think everything is in flux, including Filoni's stuff. You know, kind of unfortunate to say, but yeah, I do think Filoni's stuff is in flux. Big Mike with a 10 spot says, first time catching you live, Josh. You the homie, man. Your lives make my work days go by quicker. So thanks for the laughs and keeping my interest alive from Marvel and Star Wars. Keep up the great work. I appreciate it, brother. I appreciate it, brother. I am a massive nerd. I don't know if you guys knew this, but I am a massive nerd. And it is so damn cool that I get to basically be a massive nerd for a living and come out here with y'all and kick it and you know, talk about these nerdy things. And I know we're in sort of a, I don't know what you want to call it, a slump or a valley of darkness or some shit. But like, you know, obviously Marvel and Star Wars have not been killing it lately. But still, I'm still a fan. And I still want to get excited about these things. And I still think there's potential in the future. Why was Barack not even mentioned or explained at all after he died? Seems like a waste, no? What would you, I mean, it would have kind of been interesting to have a scene with Shin kind of talking about it, but yeah, I don't really know. I guess they just, there's no need and the story didn't really require it or whatnot. But yeah, so it's like Shin being like, what the fuck was up with Barack? Like, was he just smoked? That seems so lame. They did like 3 different figures for him, you know, and a Funko Pop. Like, what were they, you know, that would have been kind of interesting. Is KK's contract out in December? Oh, man, I have no idea, bro. I'm sure we could figure that out and find it, but the problem with, like, talking about Kathy is, long has it been prophesized that her contract is over and that she's going away. So, who knows how much information is out there that's, like, actually true. Leo, what's up? Says, fingers crossed for an excellent episode this eve. Oh, yeah, I think we're in for quite an episode, for sure. Patrick says, I'm glad to be here tonight. Things in my personal life is going great, and you always know. 420 Nerd Avengers for life. Oh, that's great. That's great, Patrick. I'm excited. I'm glad you're here, too. The Maroc Lego minifig is pretty cool. Is it? Who would win, then? Shin versus Maroc. I mean, I'd have to give it to Shin, probably, right? Maroc was just for toys, but didn't George like famously say like I can't sell figures, or I can't sell action figures for a dead character or something? That's why he didn't want to kill Han Solo. Isn't that a quote that's out there somewhere, chat? Somebody find that quote and make me look cool. I have no idea what that means, Kev, but yes. What do we got? 10 minutes? Yeah, man. We got 10 minutes. Are you going to check out Five Nights at Freddy's? No, I don't like horror movies. 420 going to Michigan Sunday. Friend Pat Ray because Ohio sucks. Oh, shit. I have a family that lives in Columbus, but I think Michigan is expected to shellac them, right? Is that pretty much how it's going to go? Hey, how off should the timer be this week? Oh, dude, we're going to be on. I should start the timer now. You know what I mean? So that I don't forget. What percentage do you give major stays now? 40%, I guess. 100? Well, Here's the thing about the Majors thing. No, I don't want Majors gone. But I'll say this. I think that Jonathan Majors and his team have launched a really aggressive PR kind of fight. And I think Majors and his team are out there misrepresenting what's actually going on in the case. Like, for instance, articles came out about how they were going to charge his ex, right? And so all this stuff came out, and like even myself, like I tweeted it and I was like, yo, this seems like a major W. Like, she's gonna get charged, like she's looking really bad, like that's great for him. But then like that within a very short time period, Rolling Stone comes out and says they've been told that they will immediately drop the charges, that as soon as this all like actually gets in front of the judge is gonna be like, what the fuck? No, we're not gonna charge her. You crazy? So it's like a fugazi. And Rolling Stone basically said his team is leaking stuff to the press to try to make him look better. So on the one hand, it's like, well, yeah, I mean, I guess that's what your PR team should do, right? Is try to win you over in public opinion. I think his trial, like, they did not dismiss it, and he's going to go to trial on November 29th. And, I mean, I got to tell you, I don't think it looks great for him, but it's his PR team has kind of made it so I don't even want to talk about it, because so many of you guys will latch on to the stuff that his team has been leaking, essentially. And you really like Majors and you want Majors to be Kang. And so the discourse is just completely disassociated with reality. So I'm just kind of waiting. I mean, honestly, like, I don't care really either way. I frankly think they should get rid of Kang and just go Doctor Doom. But that kind of has nothing to do with Majors or the case or whatever, right? And it's like, it's one of those situations where, like, bro, I don't know what to say. Like, if this lady, like, did him dirty and she's horrible, then she should be brought up on charges and that should be the thing. But the DA looked at everything and was like, no, man, get the fuck out of here. We're not charging her. She's the victim. So, yeah, I guess we'll just see. Russ says, I live 30 minutes from the mass shooting in Maine. Been on lockdown all day. Thanks for the 2-hour distraction. I appreciate you. Maine strong. Yeah, man, that's a fucked up situation up there, huh? Crazy. I've heard, I'm not going to get too far into it, but I've heard that they maybe have located the guy, which I guess is good and some solidarity, but, yeah, crazy world, man. Crazy world. But it is kind of convenient. I'll say this. This is what's kind of interesting with the Jonathan Majors thing. It's weird that, like, the trial has now just been pushed, and now it's going to come out after Loki. So Marvel's going to have a really interesting... I mean, I guess they kind of got lucky in a sense because, they're not going to really know what it is until after Loki's done. They'll probably have the viewership data of Loki, and they'll be able to decide from there. So really comes down to that court case. So we shall see. We shall see. The SAG strike is giving them some cover too, as long as that's on. That's true. Philip Hatch says, Josh, will the normies be able to follow the episode tonight? I think so. I think maybe more so than other episodes, this one will be easier to follow. I hope. I mean, I haven't seen it, so I'll find out with you guys. But my impression is, I was like, okay, so we're going to kind of move. And it's not going to rely on all this, like, timey-wimey stuff. I think it's going to close some loops that we've been interested in. But, yeah. All right, take care, Trev. You're going to start at like 8:01? Yeah, we're going to wait for everybody to get the episode and then we'll go. Looking forward to the future of Marvel. Some good things are coming, dude. Hell yeah, they are. I'm really excited. Did you guys see the thing? And this is comic book related, but did you see that in the Ultimate Spider-Man universe, which is a whole thing? If you don't know what I'm talking about, it's a rebooted version of the Ultimate universe that Marvel's doing. Peter is going to get his powers much later in life, and he's going to be married to Mary Jane and have 2 kids. That is dope, bro. It's a crazy thing for them to do, but I'm really interested in it because, I just love the idea of like Peter's still destined to be Spider-Man, but it just was delayed for a long, long time, and so he kind of lives this other life. I also think having, a family myself now, it's super cool to see that dynamic brought in for the Spider-Man character. And one of the things that's been kind of true of Peter has been like he can't be happy. Like that's just a part of the deal. You can't be happy and be Peter Parker. You don't get the girl, right? Like they've talked about this even in Spider-Man 2 and all that, right? So I'm so excited to check out this. And then they did a 6-page preview for Ultimate Universe #1. It showed Thor getting his hammer back from Lady Sif. I thought that was sick. So, I'm super hyped up on some Marvel. And obviously, like, the Marvel's leak, did a big video about that. I think that's cool. And a lot of other news. Like I said, we're going to talk a lot tomorrow about different things like, for instance, Japan. Japan is going to be one of the countries in Captain America 4 that has been able to synthesize the adamantium from Tiamat Island and make it into a metal. So that could be like Silver Samurai, like there's some cool stuff happening, man, with Marvel. So I don't think we're out of the woods yet, but we have some cool stuff on the way. So I'm excited. I have actually not logged into Marvel Snap. Actually, that's not true. I logged into Marvel Snap the other day just to get some rewards and check it out, but no, I haven't really been playing Marvel Snap, bro. Tomorrow's gonna be a really good stream, man. Didn't you say he's your favorite Spider-Man? Which one? Who? Did I miss what you were talking about, bro? I'm stoked. Iron Man's suit designer is working for SpaceX now for their new suits. What? Get out of here. That's crazy. Andrew? I wouldn't say Andrew's my favorite, but I would say I felt like he stole the show in Spider-Man No Way Home. I thought it was absolutely incredible. And yeah, there's some cool rumors of Andrew coming back. Wouldn't it be wild if it's not Tom Holland, but it's Andrew for the reboot? Wouldn't that be wild? We'll talk more about this tomorrow, but it's like, Tom? Tom is my favorite version of Spider-Man so far, yeah. Yeah, I like Tom the most. They won't do that? Never say never. What's your favorite Spider-Man suit? So I like the stealth, those different suits from Big Time, where you had like the green, red, and yellow, I think, and they had like different stealth kind of stuff. But really, my favorite version of Spider-Man is the Kane Scarlet Spider, and he had the red and black stealth suit that then got adopted into his style like that. Oh, it's out? Oh, shit. Pull it up. Hold up. Wait a minute. All right. Pull it up, everybody, but hit pause. Don't play it yet. I have to switch my headphones. Pause the music. Turn this down. Okay, there's the timer. All right, so here's the thing, guys. If you don't have it yet, put no into the chat, because I know it doesn't come out at the same time for everybody. So hold up. So here's what you got to do. You got to hit refresh in your browser. You got to maybe exit out of the app and come back in. Force quit the app and come back in. Yeah. You'll get it in a second. You'll get it in a moment. Oh, yes. Don't forget the timer. I got it. Yeah. I got it. All right, I'm going to give us like 30 more seconds, guys. So you got to try to get it. It ain't loading? No! Yo, earlier when I was recording the video, because like my voice, obviously, like I almost lost my voice earlier, and I've been sick, right? So I did like a scream. Oh, what the hell was that? I did a scream in the video to like as a joke, where I was like, because I've been screaming all night. I went, ah, and I literally dead ass like started coughing and like was coughing for like a couple of minutes and like crying. I had to like change. It was a bad idea to do that. Okay. Anyway, are we good to go? Now that I've said that story, are you good to go? Okay, here we go. I'm going to count us down, everybody. I'm going to count us down. Yeah, no skipping the recaps. We're just going to go. Okay, ready? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and plizzy. Set off what you can. Ruh-roh. Big secret. Ooh. That seems bad. It's like breaking up. That's crazy. Hmm. They don't need him. Maybe they never did. Victor frickin' Timely, huh? Prune 'em, prune 'em. Look, he likes making models and painting them as well. Probably be great at Warhammer. Ooh. Yo, pie does sound good. Big old slice of pie. Big old glass of milk. Mm. She's tripping, bro. Maybe she's hangry. Maybe she does need some pie. Mm. I'm gonna sneeze. Ruh-roh. Yeah. Seems bad. Yeah, get that pie. Mm. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, it's cool to see Loki have grown. We are guts. It's true. It's true. Miss Minutes loving that shit. Oh no. Seems kind of bad. Seems bad. Seems bad. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. Freaking Brad. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Here we go. You got this, Victor. Let's go. Oh, my God. Oh, boy. Hey, yo, what the fuck? I don't think there's a post-credit scene. I think that's pretty much it. Okay, now, we obviously need to talk about this. But what the F? That is pretty crazy. That is pretty crazy. So, let's talk about the positives. Whiny ass, stupid ass Victor Timely. Done. Over. Don't have to worry about that guy anymore. The whole cast of this show. Done. Gone. Probably don't have to worry about that anymore. I assume we can probably just skip Secret Wars, skip Kang Dynasty, skip everything, and just go into the new reboot, because done. So, the other thing that was kind of funny is I watched I got this book this week that's all about the timelines of the MCU, right? And I kind of knew this shit was coming too. So I'm sitting there reading this book and I'm just like, yeah, but is this book going to become irrelevant after a couple of days here? Holy shit. So, pissed that some people in chat decided to spoil this, but great episode, boss. Yeah, I apologize about that. Were they Nerd Vengers, or were they just like gray name people? Because what I can do is probably just put it into members only chat next time, and maybe that'll help that a little bit. Vince Butter says Disney owes you money, Josh. The only reason I'm watching this show is because you do watch parties. Oh yeah, dude, don't worry. We're getting taken care of on the back end. The shield checks are pretty fucking solid, baby. But yeah, no, I liked the episode, but man, it does kind of drag in some places. I don't think it's as sharply put together as the first season or whatever. But this was a crazy episode. Like, it definitely is bananas. You know what I mean? Definitely bananas. And there's gonna be so much, like, I don't really even know what to expect, really. All right, let's do my tweet. What should I tweet, guys? Holy poop, that Loki episode blew my mind. I have literally no idea where it goes from here. And that's true. I really have no idea. I mean, I kind of know some things that could happen, but nobody's seen these last two episodes. So there's a few rumblings here and there from some people. But, they showed the first 4 episodes to folks for the screeners. So people have only seen the first 4 episodes. Yeah, there's only 2 left. So I kind of think that they'll probably have to go back in time, or like restart stuff, or potentially go to a different, I don't know if they're going to be able to go to a different TVA, or if they're just going to end up going to the end of time. But I think, generally speaking, the entire multiverse is blowing up now. What happened to the Docs and the Minutemen was disturbing. I know, but I kind of wish they would have shown something. It's disturbing and it's definitely weird, but like, you don't really see any of it. You hear some of it, which was like, oh my fucking God, bro. Like, that shit was crazy, but it's hard to explain, but the way the surprise rolled out just left me feeling like, well, okay then. Yeah, there is some parts of it that I just don't feel like are clicking the way that they should. I felt like Victor getting obliterated was brutal and kind of perfect, and the build-up to that was really fun. I wonder how they will top Loki Season 1 finale. Yeah, I wonder how they will do that as well. Man, who knows? I'm sure there's I'm sure there's a lot of stuff to pick out of this episode, stuff to kind of theorize, based upon and all that. So, Sylvie complaining as if all this shit isn't happening because of her is infuriating. Yeah, that's true. That's true. She is kind of weird in that sense, for sure. Victor was brave. Yeah, Victor was brave, and he got rewarded by dying. Yo, what's up with Miss Minutes, dude? She is ruthless, man. She is ruthless. The show sucks. They need new creatives bad. I don't think the show sucks, but I do wish the show was just popping a little bit more, Like, I felt like season 1 had a little bit more energy, a little bit more intrigue. I kind of feel like we're going through the emotions in some of these scenes. And I also am a little bit confused, like, I guess here's one of my problems. This is a problem within timey-wimey stuff in general. It's hard to know how much of this I'm supposed to get attached to or care about, especially now that it's seemingly all going to be destroyed and maybe rebooted or, like, restarted. So I'm having trouble, like, I don't know what I should be feeling a little bit, It almost feels like the first 4 episodes are like a drawn-out, fancy way for us to get to this place. It's almost like this was a spot they wanted the story to get to, and they came up with a clever way to get there, which is cool in some ways. Aaliyah, welcome back to the Nerd Vengers. You are a Nerd Venger now. And it's cool, but it's not as rewarding as, like, a truly authentic story with surprises and twists and turns. It really does feel kind of like a reverse engineered, like, let's get to this point. Do you know what I mean? Way better than season 1, in my opinion. That's interesting. I know some people feel that way. Like, I think Grace Randolph had mentioned that in a couple of her videos or streams that she felt that way. And I know there are people out there that feel that way as well. I don't feel that way. I did rewatch season 1 before I went into this one, and I feel like it's very, very strong. And I just haven't really felt that same. Zoe, you think it's way better as well? You think season 2 is way better? That's interesting. That is interesting. The show is great. It's kind of like Inception. You really have to dig deep into the episode. Yeah, and I like that aspect of it, for sure. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, it's a good show. I think Loki is far superior to a lot of stuff we've gotten on Disney+. Obviously way better than Secret Invasion, better than a lot of the movies, and definitely better than a lot of the shows. But it's not clicking perfectly to me. And I really did feel like season 1 had some just masterful, stroke of genius type moments and really interesting character build-up. So we'll see. I mean, maybe we're still going to get that. I will say it's bold as hell what they're doing with it. And I'm super curious, like, what happens next. Miss Minutes, super intriguing, man. Is she really dead now? If they reboot and restart the whole thing, is she going to come back to life? Not really sure. I still really don't understand the Ouroboros Victor Timely thing. I don't get that shit at all. So I'll have to, like, think about that, Will it actually matter, though? What do you mean? Will it matter? So is Miss Minutes working for the other Kang or the unknown manipulator? I think she's still working for He Who Remains. Yeah. I just want to see bigger ramifications of the characters, like where any of these cosmic entities of Marvel. Yeah, I agree with that. Something like that would be very useful. And the show seems so contained. I mean, it is really contained, man. A lot of these episodes, like this one, takes place, I think, entirely within the TVA and / the end of time. I mean, that's super contained, man. I do wish we were branching out a little bit more. Why didn't the mind wipe affect OB? It seems as though OB was not mind wiped for whatever reason. Any theories on the phone ringing at a different moment this episode? I don't think it rang at a different moment. You'd have to, like, explain that a little bit more to me. Mo from the Foe says, loved Victor getting spaghetti, though. Probably enjoying this season more as well. Chance the TVA is replaced by the Council of Kangs in the next episodes. I don't think that's what's going on, but I think the TVA is going to have to drastically change. Like, there might be very little left of the TVA after this. You know what I mean? I believe episode 5 of season 1 was when we got to see the Void for the first time, which was awesome. Curious if we see something similar next week. Well, I was pretty curious that it seemed as though there were multiple Voids, or rather at the end of time, whatever the structure was that the Citadel was built upon was fracturing and falling apart. So I want to go back and look at those visuals and see if there's anything else that can be kind of discerned from that. I think this season focuses more on the characters than season 1 did. So I love that, since it builds on the character developing and storytelling. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of good character stuff. And they're taking them on arcs, you know? Like, I won't deny that. You know, they're definitely taking them on arcs. There's this, a little bit of, I guess, can we get this going? And a little bit of not having the same level of awe and intrigue, you know? And frankly, a lot of season 1 is like, even though we're still just in the TVO, we're going here, we're going there. It was fascinating because we didn't know anything about that yet. And, you know, the Infinity Stones as paperweights, you know, mind-blowing stuff that, like, recontextualizes stuff. This season so far has had a lot of just rooms. We're just in rooms having conversations. And there's no awe, intrigue, or real excitement to any of it, because we've already been in the TVA. We already know it. We know the rules. We know everything that's going on. So it's different than season 1, right? So I don't know. I guess for me, I do hope that maybe in the last 2 episodes, some completely new, intriguing ideas are introduced. Maybe we go to a brand new TVA or something. I don't know, a backup TVA. That'd be kind of wild. Kind of wasted the dark hallway scene with Brad. Yeah, that could have been like way cooler, right? Like just a little bit of Loki with the horns or something crazy like that going on with Loki would have been nuts. I do expect and think we will get more crazy stuff with Loki, though, in the last 2 episodes. So, yeah, I'm still excited. I still think the show's going to end very strong. I think this episode was really strong. I didn't love it as much as I thought I would, but that's okay. And, you know, I'll watch it again and kind of try to pick some cool stuff about it, and we'll talk more about it tomorrow. Maybe we'll throw a whole video together explaining where I think it's going to go from here, and maybe there's some clues and whatnot. But yeah, I mean, for now, I'd probably have to say like an 8 out of 10 because it is strong. There's some cool stuff, drags a little bit here and there. Having trouble wrapping my head around some of the concepts, but I'd still give it an 8 out of 10. Pretty good. Pretty damn good. Oh, shit, look at it. Y'all saying a 10 out of 10. Well, yeah, before we get out of here, guys, let me know, what do you think out of it? Or what's your score out of 10? Josh, you called the finale of season 1. I did call that finale, and that was cool. What the fuck was that ending? I know, it's pretty wild, huh? 10 out of 10. 7, 5, 9, 5, 8, 10, 9. Hey, look, a lot of high scores. It seems like a lot of you really liked it. That's good. I'm glad, man. I'm glad. The cliffhanger is cool, I think. I was so young when the Scarlet Spider came out. Wasn't he controversial when he came out? Or were you talking about a different Spider, the hoodie Spidey? So the hooded Spider-Man is Ben Reilly. And yes, he is the Scarlet Spider that most people recognize. But I'm talking about Kane, Scarlet Spider, who was a different clone of Peter. And Kane at one point is like a big enemy during the Clone Saga. And then on Spider Island, he kind of becomes redeemed. And then he becomes the Scarlet Spider after that. And it's a really cool run by Christopher Yost. I think it did like around 30 issues. I'm not sure. Maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less. But yeah, that run by Christopher Yost was fantastic. It was fantastic. Killing Kang 3 times and is killing the excitement I have for the Kang Dynasty. Yeah, I am not loving Kang as the guy right now. There's a couple of different reasons why, but you know, they could, I guess, quickly fix that maybe in these next 2 episodes and with where they go from here. But I will tell you, man, I hope they just do Doctor Doom. I hope they just go into Doctor Doom. And I actually kind of had an epiphany about Doctor Doom earlier today when I was thinking about the Fantastic Four rumors. Dawn says, maybe this is the growth of Sylvie. Season 1, Sylvie enjoyed the chaos. She didn't this time. Yeah, I mean, for sure. She has some cool character development going on. 100%. 100%. Not much on Twitter for Loki. Yeah, I don't know if it's going to click with people, you know, the way that I think a lot of people want or the Marvel people want. And even myself, as I was, hearing more about the episode, I guess I just kind of thought that it would be a little bit more fire. I mean, I like it. It seems like a lot of you guys like it as well. But I looked down at the timer at one point, and we were 27 minutes into the episode, and I was like, God damn, we haven't really done anything, Sign, I don't think I did, bro. Unless it was a while back. Yeah, no, I think I did. I believe episode 5 of season 1 was where we got to see the Void. Yeah, we talked. Yeah, I went over that, brother. Yeah, we'll see. Maybe we'll get a whole new thing. Nielsen should just have Loki info in the next week or two. Nice. That'll be good. Yeah, and I think, look, at the end of the day, a lot of us that are here right now, we're the hardcores. We're not going anywhere, right? So even when things get bad, we're still going to be, tentatively checking it out and trying to see if it's exciting. But I do think Marvel needs to get a lot of its more normie, casual people back into it, because the more the merrier. And, that lead up to Infinity War and Endgame was epic because it felt like everybody was coming into the Marvel fandom and just being excited and being so, into it. So, look, right now, Marvel on super shaky ground, and they've done a lot of damage to their own brand with normies. It's going to take some time to kind of turn it around, but I think they're making the right moves. So we'll talk more about that in the stream tomorrow, but it's very possible that, nobody's really messing with Loki at this point. I mean, when I say nobody, it's still a big show, especially compared to just all the shows out there, but I mean, it could be operating at a pretty low level compared to what we were looking at in season 1. And so that would be kind of a shame, Frostrodamus says, I love it. I think the resets everything, but Loki will remember all of this. They will go through this another time, or 2 or 3. Finale will be fire. I'm kind of getting that feeling too, that it's going to be a loop, that we're about to kind of restart here. But yeah. Josh, I just spent a sizable amount of money on a custom miniature for Warhammer. My own custom character, which I've been writing short stories about. I would love to send you one of the first 10. Oh, dude, that would be sick. For sure, man. Hit me up about that. I have a P.O. box, but you can hit me up privately, and we can figure that out. That would be awesome. That would be awesome. What does the ending mean, bro? It means the multiverse is screwed. And I think instead of... I don't think they're going to be able to stop the end of the multiverse. They might be able to, slow this down, what's happening right now, but we'll see. I'm not really sure. Not really sure, guys. But I think, the main thing is, I mean, how interested are we in seeing the next week's episode? Because, I gotta know what happens. You know what I mean? I gotta know. So that's cool. Super excited. And next week, too, we've got this, and we've got episode 1 of Invincible. Whoo! Let's go, man. We're cooking with gas, baby. Will this lead into the Marvels? I believe so, in a sense. Yes, I believe so. But, yeah. Yeah. Episode 1, the phone was ringing before Sylvie opened the elevator door, before he got pruned. This was Loki and Sylvie were both standing in front of the door. Loop changes. Interesting. Okay, I'll look into that for sure. For sure. Josh, keep the stream up for Gen V and go into it now. Maybe if I wasn't feeling so sick, man, I would do that. But I don't want to lose my voice, so I gotta chill. All right, everybody. Much love to you all, man. I appreciate y'all. Thanks for being here. Thanks for enjoying Loki with me. We'll talk more about Loki tomorrow morning, going live at 11 a.m. Got to talk about a lot of Marvel stuff that's going on. It's going to be dope. So I'll see you guys then, okay? As I always say, I hope you're having an awesome and a nerdy day. And I'll see you in the next video.